Mothers are the best teachers in the world. You ever notice that? Where would we be without mothers? Oh, my goodness. See, I didn't have a father when I grew up. I was raised by women, my aunt, my grandmother, my mother, and my sister. Every need I had was answered by a woman. If I wanted to play, my sister was there. I need something to eat, my grandmother made it. I need my pants hemmed, my mother did it. I needed some dough, my auntie gave it to me. So you know how I grew up tainted, right? I grew up tainted. When I grew up and started dating women, I said, fix my pants, give me something to eat. I need a sandwich. Go in the bank, give me some money. They looked at me like, what's wrong with you? What? No, Bucktooth. That's not how I go. I had a tough life. I'm going to tell y'all. Why you think I'm a preacher now? Why you think I'm a preacher? I had a tough life. But I want to talk to the mothers because the mothers can illustrate this process. When your baby, cute as he was way back then, think about way back when your baby was cute. When he was a year old and he took his first steps and he wobbled and shook and he looked at you and he said, "Babu, babu, babu." And you look at her face, look at her. And you looked at him and you said, "Oh, look at my baby, he's so cute." 5 years later, you sent that baby to school. And when he got to school, the teacher said, "What's your name?" He said, "Babu, babu, babu." The teacher called you up right away and said, "Something wrong with your kid. You better come get him." Because what was acceptable at 1 year is not acceptable in the 5th year. What you did when you first came here was okay because you didn't know Jesus. 5 years later, you should be a little bit more in your spiritual walk. You shouldn't be talking baby talk to the Lord. You should be talking in a mature spiritual tongue. But you want to talk baby talk. You want to say, "God, I'm behind the car, then behind the car. God, I can't finish school." And God say, "What? What? Because you don't want to grow up spiritually." Stay with me. God is not impressed with your tears. You could cry a river. He's not impressed with your heartache. Everybody got heartache. He's not impressed with your tears, your fears, your heartache. God is impressed with only one thing. There's only one thing. There's only one thing that God is impressed with, and that is your faith. Faith is a muscle. In order to get that muscle strong, you got to exercise it. And in order to exercise faith, you got to speak faith. When you start speaking faith, then you can start walking faith. If you can see the end of it, you don't need faith. There ain't no such thing as blind faith. All faith is blind. If you can see it, you don't need faith in it. Yo, excuse me, I just went a little over yesterday, and I'm trying to save my voice to give y'all what God gave me to give y'all. If you can see it, you don't need faith. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. That means I don't know what's around that door. I don't know what's on the other side. But if the Lord told me to walk through that door, I walk through the door anyway, because my faith in God is greater than my fear of the unknown. Children do the same thing. Is it the child's fault when he gets to school that he's talking baby talk? Is it the child's fault or the parent's fault? Because if all the child heard you speak was baby talk to him, if he never heard the exchange between your husband and you, he never heard adult conversation. Every time he had an interaction, somebody said, "Baby, baby." Is it his fault that that's all he knows? Okay, I'm getting ready to get on the staff right now. The ministerial staff. Is it the Congregation's fault if all they know is baby talk, if none of y'all are pushing them a little bit further, giving them a little more exercise, making them study a little harder, and holding them accountable for the information. I believe I bear responsibility in that. And I'm here to take responsibility. Now, I can only give you the information. What you do with it is on you. You're going to die, but you're not going to die stupid. Everybody got a starting point. Everybody. The greatest gift that you can do as a Christian is to help somebody else along. But you can't give somebody something you don't have. It's impossible. It's impossible. Why do some people receive miracles? Not all people. I know y'all sit down, y'all look at Deacon Bishop, and you look at Elder Mary, and maybe some of the other ministers and missionaries and deacons, and you say, they always seem to be blessed. It must be something to that ministry thing. God is always blessing them. Remember, God is never going to go against his word. So let me tell you right now, God is not a respecter of persons. But you can't sit here in front of God's children and not practice what it is you preach. Hold on now. My words are empty. I'm speaking to you today, but the power in what my message is today from the Father is not in what I say. It's in what I do. It's in how I walk. It's in what I'm about to do. That's right. So you may think that the preachers and the diaconate get blessed more. That's only because they're following the spiritual laws that were laid out to them. But it's an indictment on the sensibilities of the ministerial staff if they're the only ones getting blessed. It is. The reason why we come here is because we are laborers. And let me tell you, this is a hard job. This ain't no easy job. This is a difficult job. However, God rewards you for your hard work. But he doesn't reward me any more than he rewards you. He rewards me based upon my exercise of my faith, based upon living within those spiritual laws. I get broke just like y'all. I don't be having money for my bills just like y'all. I be sitting in front of the TV wishing I was in Aruba too. Be sure it would be nice to be in Aruba. Y'all know how y'all see them commercials on in the wintertime? I always put the tropical commercials on in the wintertime. Come to Jamaica. Well, I'm in Jamaica now. It ain't that warm up here. But God will give you what you want, right? He didn't say, you didn't say Jamaica, West Indies. You said, take me to Jamaica. That's where I took you. Y'all need to stop. Can I go a few more minutes? Can you stand a few more minutes? Why does God sometimes heal a sinner of something that takes a life of a saint? How come? We just buried one of our sisters, died of cancer, ravishing disease. It's a painful way to die. But why does God take her, somebody else that don't even know Jesus, wind up with the miracle of wake up one day, nothing. I don't know how I left. I don't have cancer no more. Seems unfair. It seems unfair if you are of the mindset of an earthly being. Look at it with your spiritual eyes. Let's take a look at this with your spiritual eyes. To be absent from the body, come on now, is to be present. I don't care how long, how much you hold on to this earthly frame. I don't care how many push-ups and sit-ups and vegetarian diets you on and high colonics and hair and you will die. The part you want to know is what happens in that period, that dash period between they saying April 18th, 1959 to whatever date I die. What's in the middle? How did you live? Because I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of dying and not knowing Jesus. You know how many people don't know that? It's sad to see one of our sisters or brothers hurt and sick, but sickness is a part of life. But Jesus came to overcome that sickness. He overcame death. When he rose on the third day, he said, death got no hold on you. He didn't say you was going to live forever on earth. He said you will live forever up there. He said, in my house, I got many mansions. I prepare a mansion for you. If it were not so, I wouldn't have told you. You can't make it no plain than that. How many of y'all live in a mansion? Raise your hand. Oh, you want to go to Aruba, but you don't want a mansion. Y'all keep looking at things through earthly eyes. Grow up. No more baby talk. No more baby talk. I want to take you on a trip, and then I'm going to cut it loose. We want you to take spiritual eyes, Christian eyes. Heaven is not earth. We use earthly things to describe it because that's all we know. People have been saying this since the beginning of time. Oh, Lord, the world's coming to an end. Did you see that storm? It's a hurricane. Oh, Lord, it's a tsunami. Oh, Lord, it's an earthquake. This is the end. Oh, AIDS. The world is coming to an end. Oh, the year 2000. You better get right with Jesus because that's it. Remember y'all was buying toilet paper and canned beans and water. 1999, y'all was ready in New Year's. You said, I got my toilet paper. If it don't end right away, I'm good for a few. And cheese and all kind of stuff y'all was stacked up. Y'all still eating some of that stuff right now. Y'all done bought so much toilet paper, paper towels. I don't get my money out the bank just in case. Because all the computers going to crash. The world going to stop spinning. That's it. It's in the Word. It's in Revelation. You got to know. The world has been ending since Jesus left. But you keep looking at it in human eyes. Jesus is not in human years. He is the same before. He's the same now. He's the same ever. 1999 is the same as 7000 BC. 7000 BC is the same as 2011. There is no time with him. He is time. We measure things by time. Stop trying to predict when the end comes. Get right now. Do something right now. Don't wait till your back is against the wall and God is telling you the end is coming. The end has been coming since he left. Everybody's been seeing these things, but these things are cyclical. They've been happening since the beginning of time. It ain't got nothing to do with when he comes. He says in his word, nobody know the hour. So why are you worried about the hour? Because you're spiritually immature. Because you want to still do what you want to do. How much time I got? Huh? Do I need to change right now? Do I need to change right? Yes, you do. You need to change right now. Right now. Right now. Everybody want to know how much time I got. When the Lord coming? You know how many people need Jesus? They have a cult. And you know what a cult is? A cult is a